You gotta record this. Wow, здесь люди к тебе подходят. Hey, show me the crab in my head. It's recording.
Oh, it's recording. That's embarrassing.
Ew.
And I thought a good analogy would be something along the lines of, pretend like you're going to battle. It's wartime, and you're paired up with this guy. He's about 7'5". His biceps are about the size of your head. He's huge. He can carry all your stuff. He can protect you. He has all the biggest guns. People are scared and they run away from him. That's something you'd want, right? Even if in the hardest conditions, like war, having this personality or this person next to you is worth it. It's something you want to have next to you. Something sort of like God. As we travel through our lives, as we experience things, all of us are very different. All of us have different interests, different aspirations, what you want to do in your life. And to have somebody as a guide, or somebody as a protector, somebody you can rely on at all times, totally worth it. Especially if you have that connection with him, you can communicate, you can feed off of his power, all those things, they help us in life.
The other time that another testimony is that I know science can't explain. We were working in Oregon City and we were installing a septic tank, and we dug everything out. It was replacing an old septic tank, and we expected it to have 2 pipes, but instead of 2 pipes it was 4 pipes, and there was 4 of us working there. So the other 2 guys went to the store to buy the additional pipes, while me and this other guy stayed behind. And I work on the excavator, so I know how to work on it and everything, but the other guy doesn't know. And he asked me, he's like, hey, you know, I want to play around, we have nothing to do, can you show me how to work it and everything, you know? And At that place where we were working, it has a huge acreage. There's like 20 acres, and in the middle of the acreage, there's basically a whole bunch of blackberries. And I remember the owner asked us, how much it would cost to remove them. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just do a good deed, just remove it, and you'll have your fun there. So I teach him how to drive it there and everything, how to move everything. So he starts clearing it, and as he clears it, there's a huge pile of rocks, like these big ones, And the previous day, actually, I watched a YouTube channel about the Egyptian pharaohs, and how they buried their tombs, and kings in the tombs, and they had gold and everything. And by that time, the excavator moved already pretty far from this pile of rocks, and he's working there. And I get up on these pile of rocks, and I'm standing there, and I'm thinking, you know what? What if someone's buried down there and there's like a lot of gold? I need to get the excavator and like dig it up and see what's under there. And while I'm looking on the floor, thinking that, я смотрю, like a foot away from me, there's like a stick. From blackberries, those dry sticks. They're all over the place. But this stick, it's just not a stick. It's floating. It's like right in the air, like a foot in the air, and it's like honestly, it felt like a movie. Basically, it was floating and it was shiny and everything, and I'm like, what in the world is that, And seriously, I was staying right here. I moved up, I picked it up, and I'm like, okay, that's just weird, And then it's a pretty good stick. And I hit myself, and I'm like, man, this is a good beating stick. Usually it crumbles. It's weak, but man, this one was strong. And I smacked myself, I smacked my leg. Next thing I know, I hear my name. I turn around, and the corpse of the excavator just flies right where I was standing, like this much, and it stops right here. And man, I'm just thankful that I just moved that foot, because I even felt the breeze of it move across me. So, science can't explain why I saw that stick floating, because it caught my eye. There's tons of it, but that one just caught my eye, moved me a foot away, and that's it. But what happened with the excavator guy, он там расчистил, and then he drove it to dump the thing, and then he had the arms stretched out, and instead of bringing it back in and swinging, he swung it, and then he saw me standing, and he tried stopping it, but it moves on momentum. So, yeah, I'm thankful, because otherwise, in my opinion, I think would have just, the height of it was like from right here, the post and up, so if it hit my head, it would have just probably ripped it off. But, yeah, that's a few of my testimonies that, nature, well, so-called science, couldn't explain.
To have a strong relationship with God, it requires a lot of self-examination. Am I following? Where do I need to repent in my life so that I can have a close relationship? So that I can come before Him in prayer with ease, with joy.
Yeah, because in the first place, God forgave our sins on the cross, and we come to Him. So all that was washed away, all the sin, all that is gone. So if it does come back, it kind of goes back and separates us back to the old times when we went with God. And yeah, that's a big one. So.
When I pray, like the way I pray, like to authority, but when your relationship with God is closer, when you pray, it's like you're talking to just like your friend, someone who understands you, and it is definitely different.
Никому не отдам, ее не отдам.
the music ready? Okay, go!
Кирилл Кейн.
That's creepy.
Кушнирюк Петя. Инна Вавилина. Вадим Вильчук. Олег Гергов. Our next leader is Alex.
You good?
Сидорчук. Лена Каркин. Диана Шуринская. Джессика Пушина. Надя Кузьмин. Аня. Miriam. And first, we go with Alex Света Кушнирюк.
Yogurt. What the heck? What's going on here? What the shit это такое?
Кто там? Кто там? Дима, камон, можно не надо? Дима, я больше не...
Так, извините,
Что случилось? Я так просто... Дима, покуда все спят, надо покушать. Тихо, я тебе ухожу, Дима.
Окей, Андрей, а вы въебан.